Was none. There was none. They ran amok in the paint all over the Indiana Fever. Now, look, if DeWanna Bonner wants to show up and play basketball, that 6'4" situation in the middle of the paint would be good to possibly thwart what was just a real drubbing in the second half by the Las Vegas Aces.
Wilson Sporting Goods has introduced a comprehensive basketball collection featuring Caitlin Clark, marking a significant collaboration that represents one of the most successful partnerships between a WNBA athlete and sporting equipment manufacturer. This launch establishes Clark alongside Michael Jordan as athletes with complete basketball collections through Wilson, highlighting her exceptional market position within professional basketball.
It's Friday, and look, at the end of the day, sometimes the amount of content I put out, I'm just going to crash, and it'll take a few days to recover from a crash. So I do want to apologize for that. But yeah, let's take a look at some of this stuff right here. Apologies about the black screen, but all of these have been aggregated from the Clark Season Twitter account. So if you guys have not seen,
the collection features 4 distinct basketball models that debuted as expansions to the original line launched in September 2024. Each model incorporates specific design elements reflecting Clark's personal preferences and basketball philosophy. The Evo NXT Embrace showcases an attractive aesthetic design, while the WNBA Oasis model provides another distinctive option for consumers seeking variety in basketball equipment.
We all know Caitlin Clark is in her second year in the WNBA. She's already changed the landscape of women's basketball, women's sports. Let's keep it real. Now, Caitlin Clark's signature line of Wilson basketballs is here with 4 new additions. The line originally released the first editions of her custom basketball in September 2024. Clark and Michael Jordan are the only athletes with full basketball collections from Wilson.
Color schemes play a significant role throughout the collection, with the Envision model presenting an appealing gray and red combination that draws visual attention. Wilson has also produced the Aspire model featuring blue coloring, creating variations that cater to different consumer preferences while maintaining consistent quality standards across the entire product line. Product development teams conducted extensive research into Clark's personal interests and habits during the design process. Research revealed that blue represents her preferred color, and she finds relaxation and happiness spending time on water or golf courses when away from basketball activities. These insights directly influence design elements incorporated throughout the collection, creating authentic connections between the products and Clark's personality.
Like, Wilson have obviously done a really good job of promoting Caitlin Clark. And like, a big reason why as here, Caitlin Clark's favorite color is blue. Outside the gym, she's happiest being on the water or a golf course. She says the same thing to teammate Aaliyah Boston before every single game, which is I'm guessing yeah. Light blue is also shaded blue, looser pattern on the Envision and outdoor ball.
One particularly notable feature involves the integration of team dynamics into basketball designs. Certain models include basketballs inscribed with exact phrases Clark shares with teammate Aaliyah Boston before games, demonstrating how individual relationships translate into meaningful product storytelling. This approach celebrates both Clark's achievements and acknowledges her teammates' contributions, particularly Boston's exceptional performance throughout the season.
Think about that a minute. Yeah, we keep trying to tell folks, but, you know, hey, keep on. Yeah, me bounds too. As for her 2025 season, Clark is averaging nearly 20 points per game this season, 5.4 rebounds, 8.9 assists. By the way, she is up in every category except she is down a little bit. And I was just looking at this. She's down a little bit on total rebounds.
Design philosophy behind these basketballs incorporates multiple layers of symbolic meaning. What initially appears as maze-like patterns on certain models actually represents the phrase "dream big" when examined closely. Other models feature motivational text including "keep going" and "you're going to be amazing because you are amazing," directly referencing encouraging words shared between teammates during competition preparation. The Oasis model, designed for both indoor and outdoor use, features white and light blue panels reflecting Clark's established color preferences. Light blue sections contain what appears to be abstract paint splashes, but actually represent stylized golf course imagery, connecting to her recreational interests outside professional basketball activities.
At first glance, it looks like a maze, but it's really the words "dream big." And if that phrase is also on the Aspire indoor-outdoor court ball, the first appears to be white or gray. When the sunlight, however, in phrases "dream big, keep going," and "you're going to be amazing because you are amazing." So they literally have the like the phrase that Caitlin Clark says to Aaliyah Boston, which is just objectively a good thing.
Wilson's development process emphasized direct collaboration with Clark throughout design phases rather than simply licensing her name for marketing purposes. The company involved her in creative decisions, ensuring each product element felt authentic and maintained personal connection. This approach aimed to create genuine relationships between Clark and her fan base beyond traditional game attendance or television viewing experiences. The marketing campaign accompanying this product launch has received widespread recognition for its sophisticated approach to athlete promotion. Rather than relying on elaborate production values or celebrity endorsements, Wilson created promotional content focusing purely on basketball fundamentals and emotional connection to the sport itself.
Her field goal percentage is down too. So that's the two areas that she's struggling right now. This is the new balls. Evo NXT Embrace. NXT, is this the WWE? Which is that ball right there, right here. That's a cool ball. The WNBA Oasis, which is that ball. The Envision, which is a ball I may end up ordering because
The promotional video opens with the tagline, "Simply Caitlin, always basketball," establishing the central theme that resonates throughout the campaign. The commercial removes external noise and distractions, focusing instead on pure joy and passion that initially drew Clark to basketball during childhood development. Visual elements include game footage showcasing Clark's signature deep three-point attempts, emphasizing her fearless playing style and willingness to attempt challenging shots. The commercial connects these professional moments with foundational experiences that shaped her love for basketball, creating emotional bridges between current success and childhood dreams.
Objectively a good thing to see. And it is not only celebrating Caitlin Clark, but celebrating her teammate as well. Who, by the way, Aaliyah Boston has been unbelievable this year. Like, we have to be very clear with that. Aaliyah Boston's been fantastic. Like, we are not, and I mean not, going to be out here talking about how about how this team is just Caitlin Clark, because Aaliyah has been absolutely fantastic in my opinion.
Marketing experts have praised this approach as nearly perfect for athlete promotion, arguing that Clark's fan base responds most positively to authentic basketball content rather than lifestyle or fashion-focused messaging. The campaign avoids common pitfalls seen in other athlete endorsements, such as overemphasis on personal style or controversial messaging that can alienate core supporters. This strategy recognizes that Clark's primary appeal stems from basketball skills and competitive spirit rather than peripheral interests or social media presence. The commercial reinforces this focus by showcasing on-court performance and emotional satisfaction derived from playing basketball at the highest professional level. Industry analysis suggests Wilson's approach demonstrates superior understanding of Clark's fan base compared to competitors. While other brands have struggled with messaging that sometimes overshadows athletic achievement, Wilson maintains consistent focus on basketball excellence and personal growth through sport participation.
I like that gray with the red. I like it. I like it a lot. And then this Wilson, this is basically same design, only with blue. The Aspire. Or actually, this is the Envision. They got these backward. Okay, the Envision is the blue one, and the Aspire is the red one. So, am I going colorblind? I feel like I am. By the way, I'm fixing to order this Fever one. Now that I think you can actually.
The commercial's production quality emphasizes simplicity and authenticity over flashy visuals or trendy music selections. Background audio features natural game sounds and minimal narration, allowing Clark's court actions to communicate intended messages about dedication and passion for basketball competition. Current season statistics show Clark maintaining nearly 20 points per contest alongside 5.4 rebounds and 8.9 assists per game. Her performance demonstrates improvement across most statistical categories, though total rebounds and field goal percentage have decreased slightly from previous benchmarks. These areas represent primary challenges she currently faces during competition.
But obviously, Clark pointed a picture of her and Boss on the bench. It was on the design team planning whiteboard. We'll get her a free basketball. She'll love it. I'm going to put it in her locker. And take the Oasis ball, which can be used indoors and outdoors. Her favorite color is blue. She likes pastels, and her happy places are water and golf course. So the panels of the Oasis ball are white and light blue, and the light blue panels have what looks like a pink and green splash of paint, but it's actually an abstract drawing of a golf course. Wow.
Recent performance analysis reveals Clark has experienced shooting difficulties, particularly from three-point range, where she has connected on only 1 of 17 attempts during a recent stretch. This shooting slump coincides with 14 turnovers over the same period, creating additional scrutiny around her overall performance consistency. Several factors may contribute to these shooting struggles, including potential recurrence of quad injury issues that previously sidelined her for 5 games. Such injuries typically do not affect driving or mid-range shooting, but can significantly impact deep shooting, where leg strength proves crucial for proper shooting mechanics.
Get it? Because when all these came out, you could forget about it. You couldn't get shit. And I noticed this one right here, this Caitlin Clark Iowa jersey retirement. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I looked down and saw sold out, and I thought, of course it is. Of course there's no chance of getting it. Jesus. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to at least shine some light on it. She continues to dominate this.
Team performance analysis reveals significant defensive challenges facing the Indiana Fever, particularly regarding interior paint protection. Despite Stephanie White's reputation as a defensive specialist, these issues remain concerning for overall team success. Interior defense has struggled notably against elite opponents, with teams dominating paint areas during crucial game periods. Since May 28th, Indiana has allowed the highest paint scoring at 39.1 points per game across 9 contests, representing a dramatic increase from earlier season performance. Previously, Indiana permitted only 30.1 paint points through 4 games, ranking 3rd best league-wide before injury disruptions affected team chemistry.
Wow. So I'm guessing these are the 2 ones, 2 lower ones. You're going to be amazing because you are amazing, written on the basketballs, which is this one maybe. I have no idea what is what, which ball is which. I have no idea exactly which ball is which, if we're being honest. But, yeah, and obviously, whenever I do something, I want to make the best product possible.
The team now surrenders 9 additional paint points per game compared to earlier season benchmarks, creating devastating results that affect overall competitive success. These difficulties stem from interior defensive breakdowns rather than individual player performance issues, indicating systemic problems requiring comprehensive solutions. Indiana ranks among the top 5 teams in opponent fast break scoring at 10.8 points per game, meaning approximately 75% of interior damage occurs during half-court possessions rather than transition opportunities. This interior defensive weakness becomes particularly evident against elite teams like Las Vegas, where defensive lapses result in significant scoring advantages.
This whole thing, the league, the WNBA continues to act like she doesn't. And of course, they're willing to put her at harm's risk on the court. It's the weirdest thing I've ever even heard of in all these years I've been talking about sports. What the league does to Caitlin Clark is unlike anything I've ever seen and or heard of. So, it's been a rough past couple of games for the Indiana Fever. It's not simply
Recent game analysis shows Las Vegas achieved their highest single-half paint scoring total of the season with 28 second-half points against Indiana. Jackie Young and A'ja Wilson exploited these defensive weaknesses effectively, demonstrating how elite players can capitalize on systematic defensive breakdowns. Interior problems persist even with veteran players like Dana Evans playing alongside Natasha Howard. Both players appear to struggle with mobility during extended competition periods. The team lacks energy sustainability, starting games energetically through first and second quarters before declining as contests progress into later periods.
For people, but I also feel like this is an easy way for me to connect to my fans. Clark's about the process of being so involved in the design process. I want it to feel very personal for them too, then connect with me not just by watching me on TV or coming and buying a ticket to the game, which is very, very interesting. But again, it's like, oh, this is the commercial. Ooh, there's a commercial. Simply Caitlin, always basketball. Like, that is the, like, what they have done is absolutely perfect.
Howard and Evans move sluggishly during extended play, while Evans remains unavailable frequently due to various issues, compounding existing problems. 9 games of poor interior defense establishes concerning patterns rather than temporary struggles that typically resolve through minor adjustments. Teams can consistently exploit Indiana's paint defense for easy scoring opportunities, creating advantages that extend beyond individual possessions. If opposing teams improve their interior finishing ability further, Indiana might struggle to secure victories without addressing these fundamental defensive issues through systematic changes. The combination of Clark's individual shooting struggles and team defensive breakdowns creates compounding effects that impact overall competitive success. While Clark has accepted responsibility for recent defeats and late-season difficulties, demonstrating appropriate leadership qualities, the team's success appears heavily dependent on her individual performance levels.
2 losses in consecutive fashion. Indiana has surrendered fourth quarter leads in back-to-back games, drawing the white-hot spotlight onto a struggling Caitlin Clark. They feel like a horrible fourth quarter team. I mean, seriously. I think they lost a game earlier in the year in the fourth quarter. Just gave it up. And that's when you really start feeling the
Roster additions have not produced expected improvements in team performance, revealing that personnel changes alone cannot address systematic issues affecting both offensive efficiency and defensive consistency. The team's identity crisis and lack of clear basketball philosophy become evident during fourth quarter situations where execution proves crucial. Clark has expressed frustration about playing at reduced tempo, stating she prefers faster-paced gameplay that maximizes her unique skills. Forcing deliberate pace with Clark seems counterproductive strategically, as her exceptional abilities shine brightest in transition and up-tempo situations that create favorable matchup.
In terms of like how they have marketed Caitlin, Wilson's done a perfect job of this. Just in case copyright music comes on.
When you strip away the noise and the bright lights, it's just the game you loved as a kid.
Chance of defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep 3.
Feet on the hardwood, basketball in hand, guiding you.
Wilson's basketball collection launch coincides with these team performance challenges, creating interesting dynamics between commercial success and on-court struggles. The authentic approach to product development and marketing maintains positive momentum for Clark's brand even during difficult competitive periods. Consumer response indicates strong market demand for authentically designed athletic equipment that reflects genuine player involvement rather than superficial celebrity endorsements. The success of this collection suggests fans value products with meaningful stories and personal connections over generic promotional merchandise.